Once within range of the goal line, the Eagles can't be stopped, as Van Buren takes Thompson's pass and watch Steve hurdle himself into scoring territory. Thompson is throwing the pigskin with deadly accuracy in this all-important game. Ferranti has it and goes over with 2 Steelers on his back for the Eagles' second touchdown. Here's Brooks, and what a way to finish the game. Pritchard takes Cypher's kick and watch him go. 78 yards in all, and the Eagles go on to win the Eastern title and the right to meet the Chicago Cardinals for the World's Championship. With 15 seconds remaining in the first half, Thompson heaves skyward, and it's a perfect toss to McHugh, who is touchdown bound to put the Eagles back in the game 14-7. Van Buren on this play won't be stopped, and it's a touchdown for the Eagles, but they now trail 21-14. This time, Kraft plunges over for the Eagles' last score, and when the final gun goes off, it's the Cardinals' ball game, 28-21.
With the championship riding on his shoulders, Steve Van Buren blasts off right tackle for the game-winning touchdown.
Again, Van Brocklin goes back and looks for McDonald. Tommy's open on the 7 to take Van Brocklin's pass into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Bobby Walston adds the point, and the Eagles go ahead 7-6. Brocklin knows it. Norm sends the rookie on a sweep around left end. Jerry Huth throws the key block, and Dean drives in for the score.
By Jaworski. Over the middle to Carmichael. Harold Carmichael has caught 9 touchdown passes in his last 9 games counting today, and the Eagles are on the scoreboard. Jaworski going to Carmichael. Touchdown. Jaworski has Canfield being chased by Muckenstern, and there he goes, Billy Canfield, all the way.
Got a bump and run on the left side, which is what you like to see.
They haven't gone to Carmichael yet. They still don't have a touchdown, though. Into the end zone. Charlie Smith takes it for the score, and so Tampa Bay takes advantage of a bad Tampa Bay mistake in the last 2 minutes of the half and scores. Jaworski runs it out throws, and he completes it. Carmichael at the 10 and a touchdown. Carmichael's in for the score, and that puts Philadelphia right back in it. 3:36 to go.
Second and goal from the 9. Great throw from Jaworski, and a fine catch by Carmichael.
What a catch on
to Montgomery. Oh, touchdown goes to Montgomery.
He's limping a little bit. He can't be over 203 or 4 pounds.
14. Carmichael in motion, gets back to Montgomery. Montgomery will score standing up. Leroy Harris with the key block.
And a good block downfield by Petey Perone.
Perhaps Dallas wins, they come here. Touchdown to Perry Harrington, who barrels into the end zone. And the Eagles
Robert Montgomery now is the deep back in the eye, and it's Montgomery with the ball. And with the room to go, Montgomery might go. Robert Montgomery, touchdown Philadelphia. yards by Montgomery, straight ahead. 4th and 9 for Philadelphia. On the move with the Eagles. Jaworski gives to Harris. Leroy Harris pounds into the end zone for the Eagles.
Carries 18 yards. If it were me, he'd have the ball every play. Jaworski looking, throwing, Carmichael. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Between Courier and Reese. Harold Carmichael, a clutch catch. Repley starts in motion left to give again to Montgomery, who breaks to the outside, breaks one tackle, touchdown Eagles. Bill Neal had a crack at him, but he broke out of his grasp and Montgomery scored. Where did it happen? They said he got him with his right arm. Here is Montgomery, touchdown Philadelphia. It's not over yet. 2:51 left on the scoreboard clock. Montgomery fires the ball into the stands. Sherman with Tony now the tailback. Sherman fullback. Hand off to Tony. He's in. Walker is the deep back. Sherman in front of him. They didn't have the play. Couldn't hear it because of the noise, so they checked with Cunningham. He's going for a bunch. Fred Barnett. Touchdown. That'll quiet him down from 57 yards away. Be just a little far for a field goal if they don't pick up a few yards here. Cunningham going deep. Touchdown. Fred Barnett, a diving catch, spectacular catch from 35 yards away. They had him covered. And he... Third down. Keith Sherman. He'll have the first down. He'll have the touchdown from 6 yards out. The Eagles take the lead. And it's been that old bugaboo turnover.
This Eagle team, Andy Harmon was one of the guys who stepped in to help.
Here's Hebert back to throw. Picked off by Eric Allen. And get ready for Dallas. The Eagles, 35-20 now. 18 yards.
The ball and keeping it from touching this carpet.
Now Pete from the 14 hands the ball to Charlie Garner, and he is in there, we believe, for the touchdown.
Not yet. No signal yet.
They're playing good defense. Second down and 8. Rodney Peete is 7 of 10. Floats one toward the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Fred Barnett.
Beautifully thrown.
On a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 10 even. laid it in there, kept it in bounds over the defender. Now if the Lions don't go 3 and out. Intercepted at the 22. Barry Wilburn. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Emmett Thomas, the defensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles, has reason to celebrate, as does everybody at the vet. On the ball, great concentration. First and goal inside the 1, and Waters, despite juggling the handoff, is in there. Well, right now, the offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles is just taking it to the Lions. They own these guys up front, and they are kicking some butt. Pete will just flip it as far as he can. Look for the defensive foul. Third down from the 43-yard line. Walking it toward the end zone and took the oh my God! Carpenter caught it. How in the world did Carpenter catch it? Well, let's go back to the timeout that was called by Ray Rhodes. It began there. 3rd and 5 at the 45 with Waters in motion. Pete. Waters. They do it again. What a brilliant design play, though. That had to come from something they picked up against the Lions defense. Right. On the 20-yard line, Mikowski. Another pick. That's William Thomas. Number 8 for Thomas. Touchdown. Poorly thrown ball behind the receiver, batted into the air, and William Thomas.
Waters in motion. Cunningham's going to run the quarterback draw, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Randall Cunningham. 4 yards out. Cunningham gets in.
From Rondé Barber to get the ball off.
3rd and goal at the 5. McNabb on the quarterback draw is in the end zone for a touchdown. The Eagles take the lead. At the 5, 17 seconds left. Here's McNabb, chase and throws in the end zone, touchdown. Nay Brown got behind the Tampa Bay defenders. He just threw it up in the air, it looked like, and somebody came down with it. Nay Brown. Warren's the deep back. And McNabb, touchdown. Jeff Thomason.
All he does is score touchdowns. Jeff Thomason has caught like 11 passes, and 6 of them are for touchdowns. There's Jeff Lurie, the owner.
Here comes the Giant pressure showing again. Outside the small, and small scores for the Eagles.
That's a play they call smoke when they just see that when the corner's off, and that time Dave Thomas was off. And McNabb just takes 1 step and just throws it out to him. If you look out here, here's Dave Thomas.
He is on the field, always. McNabb with a pump fake. He's got room to run again. Throws instead, end zone, touchdown. The tight end, Chad Lewis.
He started to really play his game.
A lot of guys on that defense you can trust. 3rd and long, little swing pass. Staley with blockers in front. Deuce Staley, touchdown.
Underestimate him and his big play potential.
They would love to have him and his speed. Here's Buckhalter. Straight up the middle. Buckhalter, touchdown. Left.
In motion is James Thrash, and here is McNabb. Stutter stepping his way in the pocket, and now he fires, and all alone, sitting in the end zone for a touchdown, is Cecil Martin, the fullback. And he could not have been more. Sepper is blown, or they are on the ground. Staley lines up to the top, and the pass, touchdown.
Everybody went out there with him. He was all by himself. Donovan saw it.
Under 3.5 to go. Quarterback draw, and a touchdown for Donovan McNabb. And how sweet it must be for McNabb, who grew up in Dalton.
Goal was a 1. Staley is the deep back, and Staley puts it in the end zone for Philadelphia.
And you notice the thing that it did besides give the Philadelphia Eagles 6 points, it really quieted this crowd. They were talking.
Here's McNabb. Touchdown, end zone, shot to Todd Pinkston. That's a heck of a throw and a heck of a catch to go with it.
That was a great throw, and I think maybe the thing.
McNabb has the Eagles inside the Ram 5, and McNabb drops and runs. Tucks it down, and McNabb scores. Donovan McNabb makes it 29-23, and now what do you do?
Off that Liz Frank injury. And Warwick Dunn living in Atlanta, so that was an easy choice for him after a while. Pressure put on Vick, and the interception. Bobby Taylor. And Bobby Taylor in the end zone for the touchdown. Not a good percentage in any event to try a field goal against the win, which would be about a 52-yard attempt. So the 4th down play, and they're going to run it. And here's Donovan McNabb's pass, and it's caught, flagged down. James Thrash running into the end zone. Touchdown.
Defense number 22 is required.
First offense.
Under center. Deuce Staley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Great job there, too, by Deuce Staley to pick up that corner blitzing.
There's Staley. There's a touchdown. The Eagles took over, kept it 14-7. McNabb. Kabir Bajia-Villamila whiffs. Donovan McNabb, what a play. Wow. End zone touchdown. Pinkston. Third down and goal. McNabb to his right, fires. Touchdown, Mitchell. Of his last 8 on 1st and goal. The pass, Westbrook, touchdown.
What a pretty move by Brian Westbrook on that one.
Up by 7, McNabb over the middle. L.J. Smith lost the football into the end zone for a touchdown. Freddie Mitchell. In the right place at the right time, and first and goal from the 4. Dorsey Levens stays on his feet and gets it to the 1, and now with that second effort, touchdown. Ephraim, number 76, is eligible. An extra tackle. McNabb back in the end zone. Lewis Touchdown. So total of 79 yards. 3rd and goal. Play action. Lewis. Touchdown, and they will celebrate. T.O. at the bottom of the screen. Blitz. Pump fake from McNabb. Over the middle. Touchdown. Smith. First and goal. Blitz. McNabb throws. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Westbrook. At the top of your screen. Down the middle of the field. Lewis, touchdown, and Philadelphia's not finished yet. We set our secondary to cover longer for the Giants as Garcia moves around. Here's Westbrook. Breaks it down inside the 40. Still on his feet. Westbrook. Wow. Touchdown. As they come. A blitz from the Giants. Eagles pick it up. Garcia steps up, throws. Touchdown, Stallworth.
Penetrator.
3rd down and 9. Again, Garcia flush from the pocket, and he has Dante Stallworth wide open. And Stallworth, in a foot race to the end zone, goes in for the touchdown. So they worked on Fred Thomas, as was their plan, and a 75-yard pass to Stallworth, and the Eagles tie the score.
They never got away from it. It's something they felt that they could.
Ball is at the 1. Hand off to Westbrook, and Westbrook goes in for the touchdown. So Brian Westbrook, after dropping the screen pass, and an elated Jeff Lurie. And Scott Young, number 71, has replaced him. There he is to the right of Jamal Jackson.
Oh, if they had trouble running it in the first half, it's going to be harder in the second half with Sean Andrews out of that lineup.
2nd down and 4. Here's Westbrook. First down.
Maybe not.
Westbrook. And there's Westbrook racing to the 20-yard line. One man has a shot at him, and he gets in for the touchdown. Carried Josh Bullocks in for the score. 57 yards for Westbrook, and that is his 2nd touchdown of the game.
I tell you, the big play has been the Achilles heel.
But it's 9-7 Eagles. 3rd down and 4 for the Vikes. Jackson hit as he let it go, and it's intercepted by Asante Samuel. Samuel gets a block and gets the touchdown. The pass was intended for 6. Starting at their own 29. Westbrook on a screen. Good play by the Eagles. Well blocked, and Westbrook breaks loose. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Held down all day, and Brian Westbrook takes it all the way 71 yards for the touchdown. At Minnesota. McNabb keeps it, tries to break the plane. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The dangerous move of exposing the football as he lunged toward the goal. Road teams in the playoffs so far are 4-2. Fake the handoff, the flip for Selleck, and a touchdown for Philadelphia.
McNabb throws and completes to Selleck for the touchdown. And the Eagles offense does convert. Good throw from McNabb and Selleck. Westbrook at the bottom of your screen. McNabb over the middle, has Selleck again. Stays up into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Donovan's been doing a lot of smiling. A lot more in this half. Handoff is to Westbrook. Picks up 3 and a first down. Play action. McNabb airing it out for Deshaun Jackson. Behind the defense, a juggle and a touchdown.
He sort of burned the Eagles.
And now you hear the crowd because they sense that Michael Vick is in the game, and here he is off the play fake, and Vick throws, and the pass is caught at the 48-yard line by Jeremy Maclin, and he'll be able to stay in bounds and take it in for a touchdown. Michael Vick, a 76-yard. And swung to the outside, and that'll be a touchdown for Deshaun Jackson off a nice move.
The exact same play that the Cowboys have been hitting on the Eagles. Finally, the Eagles turn it around and throw one back at them.
2nd and 10. Over the middle. Touchdown. Avant. Fourth and goal with Avant in motion. Vick takes it. No signal yet. Touchdown. And Andy Reid's going to go for 2.
Some room to the outside.
Again, a 3-man rush. All night in the pocket. And then the pass is caught by Cooper. Touchdown. Fourth and goal. Avant comes in motion to the inside. Play clock at 1. They just do get it off. And McCoy goes in for the touchdown.
Down the field on anybody who's at the bottom of your screen.
Jackson moving. Take to McCoy. Bowles guns it. Caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. The fourth down play is Blunt to the outside. And then he goes for a touchdown. Trey Burton leading the way with a block.
Four men on the rush. Keenum throws. He's picked. Patrick Robinson back the other way. Looking for a block. Gets it. Robinson for the touchdown. First down from the 11. LeGarrette Blount. Touchdown. Just bowled his way in.
Long situation, and one of them has hung up these linebackers.
Xavier Rhodes on the bench, not out there on 3rd down and 10. And Foles able to get away and throw. Pass is caught. Jeffrey, touchdown.
Mike Zimmer all night.
The Eagles are 6 for 8 on 3rd down. Flea flicker. Foles launches downfield. Smith. Touchdown. On third down and goal, Foles surveys, fires, touchdown Alshon Jeffrey.
Off play action, going for it all into the end zone, and it is caught. Alshon Jeffrey for the touchdown. He beat 2 touchdowns in the championship game against Minnesota. Blunt is in the backfield. LeGarrette Blunt swings to the outside, inside the 10. Blunt to the end zone, behind a Selleck block. His 11th career postseason TD.
All too many times you don't think you can hold him out, and here we go. This could decide the game.
4th and goal. And they're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws, caught. Foles, touchdown. How do you figure? And 6. That line does a good job. The pass into the end zone, and it is Corey Clement. Yes, touchdown. First, 3rd down and 7 from the 12.
Zach Ertz out wide, one-on-one.
Clement flares out to the right, caught over the middle and into the end zone. Zach Ertz for the touchdown. And again, all you can think back to now is the Jesse James play with Pittsburgh. Does he complete the process?
I don't know. We haven't seen Alshon Jeffrey on Amukamara a little bit more in this game.
Smallwood is the running back. Foles to the end zone, caught, touchdown. That's Dallas Goedert, the number 2 tight end. So Matthews was targeted for the first time. 4th and goal. Foles sidearms it, and it will be caught for the touchdown by Golden Tate. He slings it in there. Tate beats McManus.
2nd and 2 on the fake. Here comes pressure from Okafor. Foles going to let it go. He's going to go deep. He's got Jordan Matthews. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's already a goal. Foles on the sneak, reaches over, touchdown. That's normally the Drew Brees special, but Foles, who went to the same high school, steals one of the...
Boston Scott getting the handoff. And he breaks loose. Scott is gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they're on the board. "34-yard carry by Boston Scott. Pointing toward next weekend. On 3rd down, Hurts throws, Gainwell, 1st down plus, and in for the touchdown. The rookie able to take it in. And 2 late touchdowns here by Philadelphia. This one 16 yards.
How long does that injury hold up this evening?
3rd down and 5. Hurts will look to throw. He's got Goedert with a one-handed catch. Dallas Goedert in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a catch, and he turns it into a score from 16. His ability to run such a big deal with their success down here. Bubble screen. Devontae Smith got a block, got a touchdown. Eagles making it look easy.
Right here, watch Nick McLeod. He's going to cheat in a little bit. You're going to have him outflanked. A.J. Brown's just going to go get his block on the outside with Adoree Jackson, and now he's gone. Devontae Smith is going to beat you to the pylon on that one.
Boston Scott has been a giant killer in his career, trying to do it to him one more time. He is in. Boston Scott, another touchdown against the Giants. And isn't it funny that a guy at 5'6" has 11 touchdowns in 8 games against the Giants? A true Giant slayer. 2nd and goal. A juggle of the snap. Hurts found it, and there's the end zone ahead for another Philadelphia touchdown. What a machine. What a machine this Eagles offense is.
And it's awesome to see the division back to where it is this year.
Gainwell trying to get around the edge, and Kenneth Gainwell explodes all the way for another touchdown. Moves over 100 yards for the day in style with a touchdown run from 35.
They're one of the most aggressive teams in attempting 4th downs.
2nd and goal. Hand it off. Sanders walks in. Touchdown, Eagles.
You can see why.
2nd down and 5. Sanders gets it left side. Big room and a touchdown for Sanders. His 2nd. Hurts going to give it to Scott. Racing around the edge. Scott is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For this Eagles offense.
Going to sneak it again. Hurts looking for a push from behind. He is waiting for a signal in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Look how many guys are inside there.
Got to go for it. Surging forward is Hurts. No signal yet. There's a penalty flag in the middle of that. Nothing was signaled as of right now. Yeah.
Offside defense. Lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty will be declined. Results of the play. Touchdown.
And so there you go. It is a touchdown. They talk it over. Hurts on the quarterback sneak. He gritties off to the sidelines. And another opening drive for a touchdown for Philly. Hurts has all day, loading up, taking a shot, looking for A.J. Brown. He's got it! Touchdown! Miles Sanders in the game at tailback. Now Hurts on the keep. Has a seam, and Jalen Hurts is in for the touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown today.
In.
1st and goal. They try to shove Hurts over the end zone, waiting for a signal. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And now they have to go for 2 for the tie, you would think. The 46-yard pass to Smith sets up Hurts with another rushing touchdown. A Super Bowl record, by the way, for quarterbacks. That's his 3rd.
3 catches, 98 yards for Devontae Smith. Hurts keeps wide open. A walk-in touchdown for Goddard. And some life for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Devontae Smith in motion. Hurts on 2nd down. 4-man rush. Has a lot of time. Looking. Throw it, end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Jahan Dotson.
You got so much time to throw. Like I said, you got the most dominant offensive line in football, and the Packers are trying to be very conscious and not running by Jalen Hurts because he's so dangerous out of the pocket. So you keep him in the pocket, and then Jahan Dotson sitting there in the back of the end zone. There's a lot of people we talked about over the course of the week, KB, you and I. Jahan Dotson probably wasn't in the top 5.
Throw it here. Quick throw near side. Good adjustment and a catch by Goddard, who runs over his man, still at his feet, and he scores! What a play by Dallas Goedert. Ran right through Valentine for the touchdown.
Put that on the highlight reel. Go up there, make contact, stiff arm. Look at his face, stiff arm, 2 of them. And looking for more.
And that opened up some of those running opportunities for Saquon.
Hurts this time, pulls it and keeps it and takes off for the first down. Through a tackle, and Hurts on the run. He might go. Jalen Hurts, touchdown, Philadelphia.
This offensive line is as athletic as any you will see. And right now they run the counter play with Saquon going to the left, Jalen going to the right. 2 big offensive linemen. Do we need Saquon to run over the Rams? No, we do not. Jalen Hurts for 6.
3rd and 4. They'll run out of it. Big opening, Barkley. There he goes. Barkley gonna ring the bell again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's another home run from Barkley, 62 yards.
Only if it's wide open do you keep running.
At 118 yards and adding to it. There goes Barkley into the clear, through the snow, all the way home. He's hit another home run against the Rams. And this one might send him to the championship game.
But how does it happen? It happens because Saquon Barkley sets him up here before he bounces to the outside. This is the quarter.
Here's Barkley, a little shovel, looking for an edge, gets it. Saquon Barkley, first down. Barkley, oh! Saquon, touchdown.
He rarely allows the first guy to get him on the ground.
Hurts gives to Barkley. Barkley, touchdown, number 2. Hurts gets a shot. Hurts in. Ball comes out. Penalty flag. What's going on here? It's a touchdown.
You see Brown at the top. And then right there, Goddard, Calcaterra, Gainwell, all in on the put.
Hurts to throw. Near side, lets her rip. Brown! Touchdown!
Really good throw. Obviously, going to Brown, his one-on-one matchup on Samer still, the rookie. Breaks on the outcut. And Samer still just backpedals too far into the end zone.
Design run, Hurts, delay, Hurts, in, touchdown, Eagles.
Throws to Goddard, and now just run the quarterback draw with a lead, and there's too much space. Really unstoppable.
They're going to go, and Hurts is in! Touchdown, Eagles!
Half an inch. But again, hard to defend. Washington's just trying to get a jump on it. I don't understand that. You score 40 points in a championship game. I don't think there's ever been a lot. They've been basically unstoppable.
Here is Barkley. Outside! Barkley, touchdown!
Yeah, the right side of this line, Lane Johnson, Mekhi Becton, they just wall everybody off. Calcaterra on the flash block coming on both sides of the ball. They should be so thrilled here in Philly with what they've seen.
Shipley is in! Touchdown! First of his career.
They're greasing the light poles in Philly right now. Play, brotherly shove.
Hurts on the sneak. Pile drives his way in.
and touchdown. Third and 16. Mahomes rolling out. Looking, firing, intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. Gets a block. DeJean is in. Touchdown.
Wow. He's done his best to hang in there, but again, not his natural position in the pros.
Hurts lets it go. Complete. A.J. Brown. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And makes a huge play. Now the Eagles get it back. Looking to run some clock. Or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. DeVonta Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Wow.
They give it to Goddard on the sweep. Dallas Goedert's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Like I said, they're so creative.
Hurts. The keeper. Rolling, throwing, caught for the touchdown. Guess who? Dallas Goedert, another one. We get a flag, though, back at the 10. Hang on.
They're going to pick it up, which is the right call. He engages within a yard. He can stay engaged. That's a good flag pickup.